Don't you think your pet deserves a special treat without all those ingredients you can't pronounce? Your pet deserves the best source of ingredients. I agree. That's why Hound House Treats is established to give your pet the best all-natural handcrafted treats packed with flavor. Try our chicken, turkey, and our pink salmon jerky. These products are 100% natural and USDA certified. It's prepared without no added hormones or steroids, no growth-promoting antibiotics, no artificial ingredients, flavors, or preservatives. Grain-free. Don't cheat your dog nutrients. Treat your dog to a healthy snack at www.houndhousetreats.com.
You are now tuned into 2111 Radio Show, hosted by our program director, Derrick Scott.
Welcome everybody to the 2111 Radio Show. I'm your host, Derrick Scott, and I have an interesting young lady coming in here today. She's, I'm just bringing her here in right now. Her name is Dr. Kim Mcnair. Now, again, I need all the people. I need y'all to come up in this live because this is going to be a very interesting conversation because she's doing a lot of great things. So I'm gonna bring her in here right now. Hey, Kim, how you doing?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm very happy to have you here. Because again, I've done my research and you've been doing some great things. And I just want everybody to really, grasp a lot of the stuff that you've been doing over the years. So before we get that out of the way, where are you from originally and where you at currently?
Well, I'm originally from Newark, New Jersey. And left New Jersey, New York area, moving to Orlando, Florida. And now I'm in the beautiful city of Atlanta, Georgia.
How is it? What's the difference between like Orlando and Atlanta? Is there they're still the South, okay? So all right, so that's because you're a northerner, so it's still the South. Yeah. The difference is there's probably a lot more going on here. People are doing it's kind of like popping a lot more. You got a lot of activities and things going on. Here. I'm not sure how Orlando is now because I came here in like 2007 and I kind of was going back and forth and I realized, look, if I made this leap, I got to get in. I got to dive in. I can't keep trying to hold on to the past. I got to move forward. And a lot of people understand that. They still be holding on. You got to have faith. Okay, perseverance, and you got to keep it moving. Got to keep it moving.
But yes, there is a difference. There's always things going on here, but there's still opportunity. Atlanta is big. A lot of people think no, because you have the north side, you have the west side, the east side, and you have south. So,
wow. Okay, so it's still nothing to do up here. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
That's nothing to do in Orlando because I left.
I think because you left, and when I got here, I mean, oh my goodness, I'm sitting there going, okay, yeah. But me coming from where I was at in New York, Brooklyn, it's a breath of fresh air.
Right, it's different. And see, for me, when I came to Orlando, I was so used to bright light, big city, and the things that I was into.
Yes.
I'd retired from the modeling industry because I started modeling at 14. So I was in the field. So I was back and forth doing a lot of things. And when I decided to say, okay, I'm going on to the next phase of my life, I realized, when I got to Orlando, I'm like, okay, so where y'all? So I didn't see my community.
No.
Okay, so I don't do this, you don't have that. So that's really what catapulted me to start doing my corporate, it wasn't I gonna say corporate, just my event planning company, doing events, because I had to create the need. I had to create what they didn't have. And that's what really, really helped my business to grow, because I was able to bring the ideas and the things that I was so used to and knew already to a place that had no idea. And all they knew was Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. I'm like, look, let me show you how we do this in New York. Okay.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. You need to come back, because that ain't nothing.
By the grace of God, I was able to do that. And it was wonderful. I did Black Expo there for 3 years. They know what a Black Expo. I'm like, wait a minute, y'all don't know. I mean, it was at the Jacob Javits Center. Y'all don't know what Black Expo is. So just really getting with the right people, getting with the corporate partners. And one thing I did before we got to educate the community, because you have Orlando, right, and then you have that community, right, that tight knit or the Black community. It is what it is, that wasn't educated and didn't know. So I had to, we had to create some things to get them ready for what a Black Expo. So having them doing a Black family day picnic in the park at Barnett Park, getting everybody to come out and doing hot dogs, getting the stage up there. And that back then, I'm gonna age myself. You remember Prince DeJour?
Yeah.
I had them come. BT, they hosted the stage. Had them come and do all that, because we were trying to get people to understand coming together as a community. It was great. No incidents. I had the fire department there with the water going, and we did the little safety thing for the kids. It was a great day. They had different local entertainment. It was wonderful. And what's the name was there shooting the movie? Alan Payne. And who come to the park? Because everybody heard y'all need to get to the park. And it was like, wow. But then you had your corporate community who like Black Expo. Why do you got to call it Black? Why it's got to be a Black Expo? Why couldn't it be good? Right? So now I got to get y'all. So created a golf tournament over at Metro West Golf and Country Club, put together this golf tournament so that we can again bring us together. Let me share with you. Do you know who's spending money? Do you know what we really doing? Y'all dropping orders off in the hood, but y'all don't. Come on now. So having to educate on both sides, it just made a great partnership. I say collaboration. Pepsi got behind us. AT&T got behind us. The county got behind it. And by the time we got ready for the Black Expo, it was on and popping, baby. I said, look at God.
Exactly.
So that really, that's not what actually put me on the map in Orlando. That was just another thing, another tool, another avenue that I was given just based on what I learned from home. But I initially started doing fashion shows because I knew fashion. That's what I knew. That's what I had been doing. And I didn't see any high runway fashion shows. And I was like, where y'all at? I was like, where's my community? Y'all don't have a fashion show, y'all? So I took $500 in the dream, baby. I always say I started with $500 in the dream. I took that $500 and put on a hotel ballroom. And I said, I want to do a fashion show. I put that money down on that ballroom, and I just did what I know, boots on the ground. I went out and took flyers, Derrick, and I just went to the clubs. I went to the community centers. I went to churches. I went to different things to recruit models, men, women. And I had them all come to community center. I think it was, so it's down near Paramore. There was a community center down there, and I went and talked to them. I said, look, I'm from New York. I'm a retired model, and I want to do this fashion show. How much would it cost me to get the space? Or what do I need to do to get it brought? So I said, I just need 2 hours a week for 6 weeks or whatever it was. Oh, wow. And I did a model call. They came, and I said, look, all y'all got to do is come here every week for 2 hours. I'm going to show you how to walk. I'm going to get the clothes. I'm going to get the... Man, I got on a phone call my designers in New York. I said, look, y'all, I know y'all want to come to Florida. I'm doing a fashion show, man. Right. Put that thing together, knocked it out the box. Them jokers couldn't. I think what? And so, it was like, it was unbelievable for me. I was like, oh my God. And it was amazing. Nice. It just blew my mind. And I always did it on a Sunday night. And I picked the Sunday night of FAMU's homecoming. So
And everybody said, "Oh, you doing it homecoming?" I ain't nothing about no when FAMU homecoming was. You know, and I'm like, they was like, "Oh, you." I said, "No, we're gonna do this this Sunday." Them jokers, did they not make it? That place, it was standing room only in that ballroom. That was it. I said, I almost fell out. I said, I can't believe it. Oh my God.
That's it.
And I mean, Derrick, I said, I'm gonna be quiet, let you ask me some questions. But what I did after that was, I said, okay, I got to make sure this is for real. And I, you know, all I did was said, I'm gonna do it again in 6 months and just see if these people really, because I was like, you know, this could have just been by luck, whatever, right? And 6 months later, did it again. It was like, okay, they coming out, and it just grew from there. And I did it once a year. I would not do it more than once a year because, see, a lot of people they get a hit, right? And they want to keep going. No, that's why First Fridays used to be great because it was once a month. Everybody can't wait till First Friday. They go bang, they get bored. You know what I'm saying? They get, and I mean, you got to build that up. And a lot of people don't understand that. You know, because you just got to, it's how you strategically plan and put things together. So that helped me to understand and learn how to market, how to promote, how to bring people together and do those things. And, you know, it was just truly amazing. And what made me hit the front page of your Orlando Sentinel, I don't know if you get the Sentinel.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Right? When Wesley Snipes showed up at my fashion show. That's it. It was that was it. Showed up. And I said, "Oh, shit, what's girl?" I was with him. I said, "That's it."
Right.
He was down there because he was doing Passion to 57, which he pulled me into. He was down there kind of getting things together for the movie. I said, "I don't do this movie. I got things to do." He's like, "No, you got to be in there." And he said, "Kim, it's just not a lot of love. Dark-skinned people on this set." He said, "I don't see enough of that." He said, "Could you help me?" I said, "Man," I was like, "Derrick," I said, "Me, you want me?" He said, "Yeah, get some of your models." He got the director to come to a clubhouse that I was at. My friend she had a clubhouse, and I said, "Y'all better come. They looking for some people for this movie." And he picked 4 of my models out of that and worked that movie.
Wow.
It was, and I now that I look back, you know, sometimes it's good to reflect, right? I said that was nothing but God just ordaining and putting it together. It's none of me. It's all of him. You know what I mean? A lot of people it's he orchestrates everything. And when people realize that, they're going to be bad as a movie.
Okay, so maybe that is God. You understand? And people need to really pay attention to that. And what you just said, because things just start happening. You understand? And when things happen for a reason, because again, you made it to a point where you found the niche. You found the niche, and you actually made it. That doesn't just happen. You understand what I'm saying? That doesn't just happen. I could find a niche. It might not happen for me, but you, on the other hand, this is something that I've noticed doing the research, that you're a problem solver.
Okay. I like that.
When you find a niche and when you find something that you just hone in on it.
Right. Just come up with a solution. Yes. And that's what we need to do. And a lot of people try to be everywhere, and you know, I got that, I do that. I'm multifaceted, but again, I know a niche. I got a niche area. I can do a fashion show with my eyes closed because I did it for so long. You know,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I can close my eyes and boom, 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 boom. Then done that. Now then transition to another phase of things that I'm doing in my life. But you gotta master that one thing. And then you can. It's not that you ain't gonna get to it. You gonna get to it. It's your dream. It's yours. So just keep it right. Write it down. Get your journal. Just keep it. Go ahead and knock out what you got, and then you move on to the next. That's what's gonna give you stability, longevity, all of that. You ain't gonna get that. You trying to pop it off here. No, come on back. What you so be anxious for nothing, baby. You gotta just chill because it's yours, unless you just running your mouth giving it away.
Exactly. You made a good point. You made a good point on that because everybody's trying to do all multitasking and doing all these things, and what they're not realizing they have to master. They have to master each thing that they do. And what's going on is once you get started with something, now the person want to start with something else instead of mastering what they started.
Absolutely.
You understand? So, and you definitely mastering a lot. So we're going to get into a lot of like when you first started. So what college you went to?
You know what? I went to school. I didn't finish. I don't even want to look. I didn't finish initially. I went and I was working my career. So I was doing that, and then I kind of got back into school later. Right. So that's kind of how, and it's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. My doctorate that I have is in Christian leadership and humanities.
It is.
So, I kind of went a different route. Now, yes, I went to Harvard Business School to get my certification in women in leadership. I did Cornell for women entrepreneurship because I know if I'm going to walk this walk and talk this talk, I need to, some people want to know what you got behind. Everybody want to know what, the school, look, the streets do it to you.
Yes.
Get you good. But a lot of people sometimes want that. I mean, you look at people like the gentleman who runs a Facebook. He just had a high school. He multi-millionaire, never went to college, right? You look at Jobs. I mean, Steve Jobs. I mean, it's so many people, and a lot of people try to put that on you. But what's gifted and what's for you and what God has for you, it's for you. And it doesn't even matter. It's still going to manifest itself.
Yes, it will, and it's definitely doing it. And listen, first off, I want to say thanks for coming to the show today because again, you're dropping some gems, and I like when someone comes to my show and just drop these gems because a lot of the young adults really need to listen to what you're saying. Because at the end of the day, it's nice to learn because, like I said, I'm 57 years old. I'm learning from you as we speak. So it's
I'm always learning.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm asking you a question about this mentorship. You do mentorship. So you had this mentorship in 2022. It's mentorship development for high school girls.
Okay.
So tell me about that.
So let me tell you. Okay. So what gave me the passion to want to do that can't come from when I was a little girl. Because when I was modeling at 14, somebody pulled me, because I was a dark-skinned young girl. So it wasn't easy for me to get into the industry. I worked with Grace Del Marco Modeling Agency, affiliated board right in the Empire State Building, one of the top Black agencies in New York. And, a lot of times I went on Go Season and auditions and things. And, my skin was dark. It just what it was. That's why I did mostly runway modeling because I loved the stage. And it was a model. Then my names get me right. And I'm going to say Fatima, but she used to come back from Europe every year and train and work with us over at Essex County College and do a community show. And she took time to come and help us, young ladies, to learn how to stand tall and walk and have stage presence, sell the clothes. It's all about the clothes. It had nothing to do with, the hair. It was about being able to have that presence and being able to captivate the audience by the way you move. I mean, it was fabulous. So with me having that in me, as I transitioned first to Orlando, I had a modeling image studio in Orlando where I would have young ladies and I was teaching them modeling and image, but I was doing it. I was teaching them modeling, right? But I was building self-esteem through that craft. They were so busy, like, but it was doing so much for their self-esteem. Moms were saying, "Oh my gosh, Kim, she walking in the grocery store. Oh my gosh, she laying her clothes out." Because now she's thinking about how presentation is everything. I don't care what you do, where you go, how you do it, baby. They looking at here. They don't know what's in here, nothing. What's in your mouth? They looking at how you present yourself and walk in. And when you can walk in a room and captivate it, baby, that's what I was teaching them, that confidence.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how big, because some of them were a little chunky. It didn't matter. You can captivate this room. You can do this whole year. Just be who you are. You may not have
all the finest clothes from the mall, right? Take what you have and coordinate your fashion with what you have, and go instead of trying to look at those trends, be the trendsetter. Maybe you're gonna rock it this way, and they be like, "Oh, well, how she?" The next thing you know, everybody gonna be trying to rock it that way. They set the thing off at school. They like, "Hey, girl," you know?
Exactly.
So I started there. So when I did transition and move to Atlanta in 2007, of course, boots on the ground. You know, just like, okay, I know how I started in Orlando. I said I can't take on Atlanta. I can't do it all. Oh my gosh, it's too big. So I said, let me focus on where I live, work, and play. Let me do what I got to do here. They gonna find me. They gonna call. They gonna be wondering. It's gonna happen. But you got to take your time. You got to have faith. You got to trust and believe that you can get it done. And that's what I did. So when I know we'll talk a little bit more about my business and my, my brands, but BWEP, Business Women Empowerment Project, is my nonprofit organization. I started in 2015. And the purpose of that, the mission was to be able to connect business women, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs to resources to help grow their business, their brands, and themselves. Because if you ain't together, ain't none of that's going to work.
Ain't nothing going to work.
Ain't none of that going to work. So that was my purpose of that. They want to start business. Okay, you need to have a relationship with a bank. You want to do this. You want certification. You might want to, I want to do contract. Okay, but you need to be connected to resources on how you need to get your business certified. All those things is what I started doing. Why? Because I saw a need. Because there was not, we still talking about not getting funding. This was way before all that everything that you see now. This was back then. It was then.
Wow.
So as I continued on with that, in 2019, because I do an annual summit, I know we're going to talk about it, and I made an announcement that I'm going to do a leadership academy for high school girls, or a leadership program. I think I said for high school girls only. High school girls only. Because I know, what I mean, getting them ready for what's next. Yeah. Oh, that's good, Kim. I was okay. So I went and I had to pray about it. So look, let me show you. Look, this is my book of life right here. No doubt. Right here, my book of life. I had to go pray about it, get it together. I said, okay, I'm gonna do this leadership. They're gonna learn leadership skills, entrepreneurship, okay, financial literacy, know how to get your money right, okay, life skills. And I added technology the second year, but life skills. Life is gonna happen. You're gonna be lifing. So let me teach these young girls. Let me tell you, you think it's crazy right here. Wait till you get out of here. Wait till you go to college. Wait till you go to the military. All that you need. So let me teach you some life skills as well as all these other things. So I started the program, and then COVID happened. I was like, oh no, what are we gonna do? So I was like, no, I can't do this. I'll just do a Zoom. No, this got to be live. I cannot. I got to impact them. They got to see the passion in me that I want to help them. They got to see it. So I got a friend of mine. I said, she had an event space. I said, they started easing up and start moving some things around. I was like, please, I just need a space. I got these girls. They're already ready to go. I said, we can spray them down, girl. We're going to spread them out.
I know that's right.
And she took a chance on me, and those girls came, and they were so happy. I had 100% attendance the whole time. Why? Because they wanted to get out the house. They had been in the house. They had been going to school online. This was their hour. Like, we can't wait to go, Miss Kim. And we put it, and we did it. And I was so excited to just share with them. And I had different mentors that would come in that are colleagues, friends of mine, to, their area of expertise. Dr. DJ, when it came to leadership, she was right on it, teaching them the different leadership types. Nobody taught them that. There's all different types of leadership, right? Leaders, right? Some people are authoritarian leaders. You have different leadership styles.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Teaching them the different leadership styles help them to be able to deal with them teachers. And when they get in class and they see how their teachers are, and they can say, oh, that's what she is.
One of them.
Now you're gonna be able to communicate. You're gonna be able to work that thing, get them A's, boo. You're gonna be able to go on and navigate in there and get. Because now you know how to deal with her. Oh, that's her leadership style. Okay, so, this is because sometimes they be bucking. You be your teacher. Teacher, don't listen to me. No. Then when you'll have a better understanding, then you'll have a better relationship so that you can comprehend what he or she is teaching you,
Yes.
and all of that. And it works for your, it's benefiting you. It's not them. This is for you.
Yep.
So you need to get that. So that was so gratifying. And then time management. You got to manage your time. When you graduate and go to college, ain't nobody calling you say, get up.
Nope.
Oh, you better do this. No, you got to get up and you got to go do it. And you want to go to the frat party and all, you better know how to manage your time.
Exactly.
And time to study and all that stuff. So teaching them time management, tell them how many seconds, how many minutes do you think that, you spend every time you stop, how much time you lose to stop doing what you're doing to go answer a text or all these different, Dr. DJ knocked that thing out the box. Every time. And so those are some of the things they learned. And then the entrepreneurship, having, Audrey Richmond come in that's been in Forbes, and, she's a self-made millionaire, to come and talk to them and pour into them and let them see somebody that look like them.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And they were like, really? Oh, huh? So and to show them all of that. And it just was so great. And the financial literacy part, of course, teaching them how to understand. Child, now they like talking about, I don't want no cable. Oh, no, I ain't gonna do that, because they find out how much it costs. Like, okay, so you make this much, this here your check. Okay, you work at Chick-fil-A. You make this much an hour, and this, okay, so you act, this is what you got a month. Now here go your bill. That, look, 30% of that you might as well put on your rent and all that. Okay, 30 or 40%. I think it was 30. And then, okay, now we starting to break it down. You got a car, you got the car. Got car insurance. Okay, we can skip the car. You got your cell phone. We started putting all that stuff, and they was like, this girl said, I'm broke. She said, I ain't got no money. Oh no, I ain't got no money. Well, you wonder why your mom said, turn the lights off. Turn that off. Do that. Say, stop running that water. Get in the shower now. So they understand. They loved it. Oh my gosh, it was so gratifying. So I've been doing that. I have about 12 young ladies in college. And I think, I got maybe 6 at HBCU. They went different places, but not everybody went to college. I had a lady that was going to a technical school. She was going to do cosmetology. But it's all about, and some of them go to the military. It's okay. You need the leadership skills no matter where you go or what you do. You got to have your own mindset. Mm-hmm. And you got to be able to know when you get into a situation, because now you can say, oh, I remember. Okay, wait a minute. And then when we get to the life skill stuff, we're talking about hygiene. We're talking about dealing with these young men. We're talking about, dealing with, our parents, our siblings. Sometimes your family be the one putting you down. Your family be the one that, you know what I'm saying? But teaching them that life skill stuff, get your best friend. Is she really your best friend? Do you think you're going to really know her way when you get over here? You got it. So just talking about those life issues for them has been, so that's VP Leadership Academy for high school girls only. But I do have some women that are asking me, so you do anything for women? So I'm in the lab trying to stir up some stuff for 24.
Let me tell you something. First off, let me be around. Wow.
I'm gonna stop talking.
Nah, let me tell you something first. Hold on.
Oh, you know what? I want you to put my other Instagram up there. That's my page. They're going to be like, she ain't got no people on that page. But on my other Instagram, my business is kim.mcnair.productions. And we haven't talked about that yet. But
let me get that. Yeah, let me get that going right now. Kim, say it again.
So it's Kim. McNair, my last name. Dot Productions with an S, and that's it on Instagram. They stole my other, they infiltrated me. I got a blue check now, but back a couple years back, they got my Mcnair PR. They got me.
I know that's right.
They got me. But that's okay. That's all right. Anybody that's with me now was really with me anyway.
I know that's right. We're definitely in the building. So let me tell you first, everything you just explained about how you was teaching them these skills, the leadership skills. I needed those leadership skills when I was younger, because we didn't understand the teachers and we didn't understand a lot of the things how they was coming at us. It was different, and we took it as threats. But with you saying what you said, I'm sitting back to when I was in high school, and I'm sitting there challenging the teacher because he's not speaking to me in the way that I'm used to.
Right.
So salute to you for teaching these young ladies, man, because a lot of people need to know that, yo. That is so wow. I'm sitting there
just the different type. That's all. You just want to know how to deal because they lead in the class. That help you with your boss, everybody, whoever you working with. And it's like okay, because again, it's we don't have to be at each other. We can we can work together. Work around each other. You have people say, "Well, I can work with you. I can work for you." Let's dead all that. Let's do this and let's do it right because we can get further together. You can run and be on your way June. Where you gonna go? You ain't gonna go but so far, but together we can go, oh my God, so many amazing places and so many amazing ways and things that we can do and build together. So when that thing is out saying stronger together, we are stronger together.
I know that's right.
We really are.
Well, listen, let me tell you, I'm a fan now. Damn it.
You
said something tonight. You said something tonight that really hit home because it's like with the part about the family. Family can be the ones that gets in your way.
Oh, that. You be, I want to do it. God, girl, you can't do that. No, get on that. Get over here doing it. Shut up. Just get over there and sit down. Or no, you're not going to be able to do that. And I'm like, well, dang, wait a minute. I'm telling you. And it can be your big sister. It can be your mother. It can be your father. No, you ain't doing that. You doing, wait a minute. Don't knock my dream. Don't knock me to the floor. Exactly. No way. So a lot of times it's that. And you got to be able to say, all right, I'm going to brush that off. I'm going to go in my room. I'm still going to get my journal and I'm going to write it down. Because what the Bible say, write it down and make it plain. So when you develop that thing, they're going to be running. They're going to run. Okay. Oh, yeah. So don't ever let go of what it is that you want to do and have. You think about the celebrities we love watching, right? You got your Oprahs and you got Oprah, you got who even Tyler Perry, all of the big ones. They talk about their life. We know that Oprah had a tragic lifestyle upbringing. Okay, yeah. With her family, with her father and her brothers and her uncles and them did to her and all what she didn't let go of her dream of what she wanted to do. She didn't let that define her. She didn't let that take her over. And it's a lot of times it's easier said than done. But if that could be something to help someone, to encourage them to keep going.
Yes.
You can do it. You can make it. Then pin that picture up on the wall. Pin that up there. I can do it. She did it. Or find somebody else that and it's not like you're trying to be them and be like them, because I know right now everybody's trying to be like somebody else. I was listening to a program and it's like they see a picture. I want to look like her. And they go to the doctor. I want that butt, that breast. I want that. Whoa. I want to look like her. No, you want to look like you. Okay. You want to look like you. If you're a little chunky here, chunky there, make it work for you, baby. Okay, they got some fabulous gear and some fabulous wear out there for you. So don't worry about that. And if you need to tighten it up, just put the little girdle on and just go on and do what you got to do. But so many people. So it's not that you're trying to you're gawking over someone or something. It's not that. It's just that this is giving you that motivation to keep going, that if you can do it, I can. Just like when what they used to say when we was kids, what was that little choo-choo train? I wish I can. No, I can't.
Oh, I think I can.
I think I can. That's how I think I can. Baby, you can.
Yes.
You think it, you can do it.
Yes.
Okay, because whatever it is that you desire in your heart, your mind is going to follow that. So just roll with it. And don't give up, and have integrity. Don't let anybody steal your dream and take it away. Don't let nobody do that. Yes. If I can say anything to somebody, take time, write it down, put it together, keep it within you. If you want to share it with someone, just know who you're sharing with. If you want to just say, let me just do a little test here and just say such and such to see what the reaction is. And they go to talk about, oh, girl, you can't do that. Oh, no, I don't see that. That's okay.
See?
You doing exactly what you're doing, boo.
Hello. Exactly.
All right, and don't even let that because those haters, they're there. The enemy is everywhere, and he comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So if he can kill your spirit, if he can destroy, what you're trying to do, baby, that's what he wants to do. He wants to kill, steal, and destroy. And if he can destroy your motivation of going, that's what he'll do. So
we're going to put that out the way, get that out of here. Positive thinking, forward thinking.
Exactly.
Okay. Forward thinking, positive thinking. And I don't know how much time we have, but I know we didn't talk much about KMP.
Let me tell you something. We got time because
we got time.
We got time.
Today, huh? You got time today.
The thing I love about what you're saying, you haven't said nothing wrong. You haven't said nothing for me to rebuttal on. It's like I'm sitting here and I'm learning as you're talking. So I'm enjoying everything you're saying. So you can talk as long as you want.
No, I don't want to be talking too much and be like, we ain't looking at her. She be talking too much. Listen. But one thing I stand by is it's a couple of things, but collaborate, connect, and create. Collaboration is not about I'm collaborating with you, right? And now you're going to take all my ideas and my stuff. We're collaborating. I got mine. You got yours.
Exactly.
We're going to come together and collaborate. That don't mean you get my list. That means you're going to share your stuff, my stuff with your list. And I'm going to share yours with mine. That, you know what I mean? But we're collaborating on whatever it is we're doing. And we're connecting to create successful journeys, to create excellence. So a lot of times and I always put collaborate, connect, and create. Okay. That's what we do. It's okay. I collaborate all the time. I am a corporate event planner. So started in the fashion industry, right? Did all of that, did fashion shows, did events in Orlando. I worked with Bernie Mac for 3 years. I worked with Jamie Foxx on the Coors tour. I done worked with some folk, okay, throughout my time in Orlando. And when I relocated here, like I said, I had to kind of figure it out. Nobody knew me here. They didn't know Kim Mcnair Production. Who is that? Who is this girl? Nobody knew who I was here. I came here and worked NBA All-Star Weekend. One year I had a client that brought me here to do an event for them. But I didn't, so I had to kind of get some things together. So when I revamped my company and started here, I had to kind of think of what I did in Orlando. I said, well, I'm going to have to do an event. That's investing in yourself. It's called marketing for yourself. Okay. So I said, I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to put together an event and invite the people that I want in the room to see what I can do that can get me some business.
There it is.
Now, people ain't going to do that. I ain't doing all that. So I said, okay, let me look at my little change purse, see what I can do.
You didn't say the change purse. Nah.
Let me get my change purse, see what I can do.
Hold it real tight, too.
Let me figure out how I'm going to do this. And basically, bam, that's what I said, let me do it. So I did a few things to kind of, you got to, it's like, it's trial and error. You got to test. Everything ain't always going to win. Some things going to be even. Some things you might lose a little bit. Some you might gain. But if you ain't in the game, let me tell you, entrepreneurship, okay, it's chance all day, every day.
All day, every day. Yeah.
Okay, so if you fearful and you can't, I'm fearless. I'm fearless. It is. Okay, because my daddy ain't gonna let me. He ain't gonna let me. He got me because I keep him in front of everything that I do.
Yeah,
and that's kind of how I got started. So my very first contract was the city of Lovejoy, Georgia. They were looking They do a fall festival every year. They got one coming up, and every time I see it, I be like, "Oh, that was nostalgia." And they used to do a carnival rides, right? For all stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And so the city manager that was there, I think Sebastian, he was from up north, not New York, but he was from like DC area or something. He was like, "I really want to do a festival more like with entertainment and vendors." So I was like, all I can think was Think Black Expo. Oh, I got you. What? We about to do this thing, man. We turned that thing, got the stage, okay? Had the people build the stage. Like, I'm like, I can do it. Got vendors out there, people coming out. Oh my gosh, it was phenomenal. Got Kiss 104 to be a media partner. You talking about today, they still doing concerts and stuff. The fall festival is that it was just changing that mind. And we had Black artists, and we made sure we had a little rock, or we wanted to make sure we catered to the community. But we always ended with something real good. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of the things that I did in the city of Lovejoy that really
helped to catapult my relationships here and people to see, okay, this girl can really do some things.
Yeah.
Yes. So it kind of grew from there and just doing the different things. But really, I do it out of love. I do it because I love what I do. A lot of people, you hear people say, oh, I love what I do. I can do it. You know, I can go to sleep. I love what I do because I know I'm doing it. I'm a servant leader. So my business, having an event planning and marketing firm, is for the people. It's serving. I'm serving my client and their guests. So it's all serving. People say, oh, you're a boss. You're a boss. I said, well, my definition of a boss is building opportunities strategically for success. Yeah, I'm a boss. I'm going to build some opportunities strategically for success. That's what a boss is for me. So y'all can be boss. What you really doing? What you really doing, bossy? So, you know, that's, you know, so they people throw that word around, but what does it really mean to you? Think about, you know, if you know, I have a one of my, he's a contractor. Hey, boss lady, every time I call, what's up, boss lady? What we got going on? I'm like, you know what? You need to stop all that foolishness. At first I used to feel kind of almost like offended a little bit, but I was like, no, I'm building opportunity. No, I'm doing that because again, you know, I know who I'm working for. You know, obedience is success. I tell people, if you're obedient, if you're walking in the will, if you're doing it the way it's supposed to be done, it's coming. Success is coming every which way but loose. And make sure you do it and you do it well. You don't be like, oh, they ain't paying me to do that. Do that extra little thing, that extra little thing that you do. Yes. All right, it's going to put you on a whole nother level. And they be like, dang, she did that or he did that. Don't be so, well, they ain't paying me for that. They only paid me this much for this. Don't worry about the money. You got paid. You got something. So is it really going to hurt you to do a little bit more? Just to add another twist on it, because that's your brand, baby. Everybody's talking about their brand. Oh, my brand. I'm a brand about my brand. My company is my dang name. I am my brand. Okay. So let me tell you something. I ain't about to mess this up because all I got is my name. My daddy said, look, your word is your bond. Exactly. All right. And your name. So you better not mess that up. Yes, sir. All right. I ain't going to do that. So you got to know how to work that brand. So, you know, so I have KMP, Kim Mcnair Productions, which is my event planning company. I don't do weddings. You said niche. I ain't touching you. Don't call me. I am thinking about bringing somebody on that can do weddings, but I don't do weddings. I don't do baby showers. I do corporate events. Okay, events. I do conferences, you know, fundraisers for some for nonprofits. I work with faith-based. Okay, I do golf tournaments. You know, I know my niche and what I can do. Right. I just did a block party for the Economic Development Week here at Amazon. Outside the whole day. I said, somebody, you doing a block party? How you doing a block party in the middle of the week? Okay. Challenge. Some jokers was out there, right? I said, it's only from 11 to this. They jokers were, I said, and it's food and you ain't got to pay for it. Oh, they was coming.
Exactly. Oh, yes, definitely.
You know, but it was great. It was an awesome thing to do. For the community. It was for economic development of Clayton County, you know, and it was great. It was a child, you know, it's like a block party. Okay, she wanted to do a block party. So okay, I got to figure it. So I had to kind of pull those elements together. I need a DJ. I need a jumbotron out this mug. Oh yeah, we got to do, you know what I'm saying? I said, so your mind start going and you pull it and it's like, wow, I could have just kept it hot dogs and hamburgers. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, we're going to have some food.
Do a little extra.
Yeah, just do a little extra. And they're like, wow, oh my gosh. So do that. And then I had all these vendors. I had a legendary bowling alley on a trailer. You go in there and bowl. Music, everything, sit too late. It was bad. Marta brought a virtual train. You can go in there and put the things on like you on the Marta train. Man, it was so nice. I was like, this is great. So, you know, it's that creativity and the things that you think about and what you do. So that's that area. And then I have Women on the Move. Women on the Move is another one of my brands because I wanted to create a platform for women because they needed the exposure. So I started Women on the Move 2013. In September next month, we'll be doing the 10th annual Women on the Move Summit. I do this summit. I've been doing it for 10 years. We've been doing it for a decade. This event, how I started was I went to some of the top executives that I knew and people that I had met and said, look, you're sitting here in this seat, sis. And there's a whole lot of people that's trying to get where you are. You know all the secrets, all the mistakes. Could you just come and share? Give me an hour, 2 hours of your time as I get these women in this room and you give them the secret sauce of what they need to do to be able to grow, like I said, their business, their brands, and themselves. So I tell them, if you're a woman in business, about business, and ready to do business, you need to be at the summit because you're going to get the real deal up in there. So I tell the women that's coming, I say, go ahead and register, get here, be in the room. Now, when you get in there, don't be sitting back. When it's time for Q&A, you better be ready to ask some questions. Start writing some stuff down. And when they don't get to your question, when they get off that stage, you better be making your way over there to try to get a card, give a card, whatever. Can I get an appointment with you? And get going from there. But being able to be in the room with like-minded people, with people that are eager to do the things. And you could be moving up in leadership, or you came to get some stuff to be able to navigate your business. Because the pandemic, we all had to pivot.
Yes.
We all had to pivot. I mean, everything stopped. Everything stopped. And it was by the grace of God that I ain't touched that PPP money. That's for one thing. I'm thanking God for that. Because that daggone PPP, got people caught up. But I was able to get a grant throughout my county. Square, the Square we use, the Swipe, that Square. I applied for some funding through them. I was able to get that because they saw that I was a customer, that I did certain things, and all that. So God made a way. All right. God made a way. And
always do.
Always does. And so I was able to pick up the contracts I had to pause, and we just kind of kept going from there. But the summit is it's just something, again, being able to give women an opportunity to get up there and share, and even getting women that are doing some things that nobody knows about. I get on this platform and share what they do. And it's like this, we like, really? It's, so when I did my TV show here, I did 4 seasons of Women on the Move Live. And again, here we are. We're in 50,000 homes a week. We're in Atlanta, South Carolina, some in Tennessee, and Alabama. And it was a week that came on once a week in the morning. And to be able to have them come on, I mean, that was exposure that they couldn't have gotten, because again, it just wasn't happening. So I'm an advocate for women in business. I love doing it. And I'm excited about this year for the summit being 10 years. I have a brand new bank that's coming into Georgia, and they'll be opening up their first branch by the end of she said by December. The president will be on platform. Okay. And she's sister, and she will be on platform, and she is going to, if anybody could tell you, she got plenty of wealth of knowledge and years in the industry, and she going to be able to tell you, if you need to hear something, you're going to hear something from her.
What?
I mean, the corporate affairs manager for Kroger, the supermarket, talking about food insecurity, we know about that, but also being how you get here. You was a cashier. How you get, come on, don't slight the girl at the line. You don't know what she working on. She just wanted to see how she maneuver, because she getting ready to shift to that shift manager, shift to that next level, shift to that next thing. It can happen. It doesn't matter where you are. Okay. So just, having them, I'm doing a panel of, some top execs, and then I'm doing another panel. Well, I feel like I want to call it Who's Got Next, because these are some women that are doing some great things, but nobody knows it. So I'm giving them an opportunity. I have a young lady that has, it's called Culture Karaoke. They're cards, hip hop cards. It's like a game you play on the shelves in Target. Now, you want to know how to get your product on the big box, in the big box store, what you need to do, she going to be there. She already doing it. So she going to be able to tell you, this is what you need to do. You want to put, you trying to get something in the store, this is what you got to do. You better have them units ready. You better be, so I wanted to make sure I put, because I know everybody's trying to get their product somewhere. People sell it. So everybody's selling something. So let me get somebody that's already did the work to sit there. I have an attorney, one of the top attorneys here in Atlanta, one of the top firms here. We all need to make sure we have that stuff. So it's just a mixture of that, and then some others that are there that are becoming. And I got some men speaking, talking about Brandon. I got some guys. I always try to throw little fellas in there.
Just throw us in there a little bit. Just throw us in there a little bit.
And it's some guys coming because they want to see what we doing. They want to see what we doing. Right.
Yes,
so we let them come. Come on in, bro. You know. So it's a lot of fun. You know. Well, it's informative, but I like to have a good time. And we do it at the Porsche Experience Center and at the Porsche headquarters, North America, the Porsche. And we do the those that sign up and register for the Porsche Drive, you know, the demo ride. That's always a hit. People already get, you know, registering and getting their ride. That thing right there is something. I mean, so we have that, you know, so it's continental breakfast, lunch is included. You get your swag, you get all this great information, and you get to network with some amazing people that you may not know, you know, and that can maybe help you, or you guys get together. Let's just meet and have coffee and just talk.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And just different things, right? And then take everything you learn. It's not a whole day. I do it up till 2 o'clock because I want you to take all that stuff, put it in your bag, you know, get your bag filled, and go on out there and make it happen. Get back to your business, running the business, right? You're an entrepreneur, right? I want you to take the rest of the day, make sure everything is running well in your business, that you got a chance to go follow up on some emails, you know, check on your staff or whatever. So I don't, you know, I enjoy conferences, but sometimes some could be, you know, too long. Listen,
let me tell you something. I've never been to one of those type of conferences, but you make it sound so interesting. I'm sitting there going, damn, I need to get a ticket and go. Because unbelievable. I'm sitting here in awe because, again, I'm enjoying everything you're saying, and it's 100% to a point where I'm sitting here and people in the audience right now sitting there talking about they need to come. So, what part of Atlanta? Somebody just asked, what part of Atlanta are you in, or Georgia you in?
I'm on the south side. Like I'm saying, I'm telling people I'm living there.
You're on the south side. Yeah.
I'm on the south side of Atlanta, but the event is at Porsche, which is right in Atlanta, not far from the airport, because you see the planes coming through. But for more information about that, they can go to bwepinc.org. That's bwepinc.org. It's on Eventbrite, but you can go to all my platforms. Even if you go to Instagram, there's a link on there. But if you go to bwp.org, you click the Women on the Move Summit 23, and you'll get to see all the speakers and the conference, all the information on the conferences there, the different sessions and things that we'll be doing for that day. But it's going to be great. I'm touching on the LGBTQ plus community as well. We got to do it. This is this is where we live. This is the society that we live in, and we have to live here together. And let's do it. And let's do it effectively. Let's do it right. Let's make sure that we're making the best of it. I'm tired of all of the back and forth, the bickering and this and that. Let the other folks do all that. We can show that we're some smart folks. We are we built this place. All right. They brought us over here on the boat, and we built this thing. We can do it. Okay. Yeah. We got everything we need. We came suited, booted, fully equipped to get it done. Yeah. So if you know that, you got it, baby. You got it. There's no doubt. And you're going to have your peak and you're going to have your valley moments. But just remember, when you're in the valley, if you see that shadow, that means that the light is shining on you. So it ain't over. If you is in the valley moment and you can see that shadow, let's say walking through the valley, the shadow of death, when he says shadow, because he got the light shining on you, coming out. You coming out. I'm letting you see there's some light here. So again, just get yourself together. See what you need to revamp and change, and then do the doggone thing. We all fall down. I have fallen throughout a lot of the steps in my career to where I am 30 plus years in the business. You didn't think I fell and came. You think I lost and didn't. I partnered with these gentlemen in Orlando at one time. They wanted to partner with me, right? We're going to do this together. Something that I know how to do. I know fashion shows. So I did a fashion show at Hard Rock at Universal Studios. Yes, I did. I was the first community person to do something at the Hard Rock. I said, how do I book this? I want to do an event here. And it was like, oh, okay. I said, I'm going to come here to book it. It's like you, like a promoter going to book it. I'm booking the booth.
Let's go.
So we booked it up. And they said, okay, we're going to do this together. That I did a fashion. That was the year that I had Kenya Moore was in that show, and Tyson Beckford came, I think, that year up from Miami. But we did a show at Hard Rock. It was phenomenal.
But I partnered with some gentlemen in doing it. But see, they come from that, the era that I had come out of, which was the club and the promoting. And I had already shifted. But I said, okay, we're going to do this together. And I lost total control of what I knew. I had to go to somebody and say, we're partnering on this. So now I got to talk to you and get you to say, knowing that I know we should do this, but because we're in partnership, I got to sit down at the table, which I just can't just go off and do what I want to do, right? So, and them not in agreeing with certain things. So I said, after this, I said that it's going to be hard. But what I've learned, when I learned about collaboration and how it should be, now I know how to have those conversations when I'm coming together with somebody to do something. Okay, so we're going to collaborate. You know what I mean? We're going to, okay, so let's look at, and let's collaborate let's make sure we define who doing what and how we're going to do this.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people mess around here and mess up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. And it happens all the time. So I wanted to ask you this question. Being that you're doing this business, you've been in this business for a while. Mm-hmm. The reality, being the only woman in a leadership position, how's that working out? Being the only woman? Well, I mean, it's other women, but in my business, what? It's still hard work. You know what I mean? You got to have balance. Okay, so time management is important. Yes, all right. We talked a little bit earlier about entrepreneurship and how you're able to do what you do. You have to have balance. You got to know that if you got to shut it down at a certain time. Now, if you got deadlines, you got something, that's that. But it's how you time manage it. I get up every morning. My morning is, thank you, Lord. My first part of the morning from 6:30 to 7, I am either walking my neighborhood, and if I'm not able to walk, that is my time for my meditation and getting into the word. Me and God having a conversation. You already know what's going to happen today, Lord. Prepare me. Order my steps. What should I be thinking about? What is it that I need to be preparing for today? Because I don't see it. You see it. I don't see it. So how can you help me to navigate? And then you just have to kind of have that still moment and listen. A lot of people say, how you here? When you say something told me, that wasn't something told you. That's God. Okay, he said when he left, he's going to leave you a helper. You know what? I'd be like, all right, Holy Spirit, what we getting ready to do? We get this call. How we going to do this, Holy Spirit? What we doing? Okay, let's go get it. All right. And when I go in here, if they're acting a fool, Holy Spirit, tap me on the shoulder and tell me to get my butt up and get around. So I make sure that I take that time out. It does something for me. And I've been doing it for a long time. And then I get myself together. Because you have a home office or home business, still get up, get your shower, get yourself together, and go into your office. Don't be, I'm going in here, slide with my slippers on. I'm just going, get up and get ready. You got to be present. Again, be present. If you got a live, if you don't, if you just got phone call, but be present, because throughout the day, something may come up and you may need to run out. Exactly. It happens. And you got to, I got to get ready. Now you done lost the daggone hour. Whole hour. So get up, get ready, be present, and go into your office. All right, turn on yourself. Good morning. Let's do this doggone thing. Open up the window, let the sun shine in, and get started. Making sure it's all about that time management and what you have to do. My calendar is next to my Bible because that's important. I look at it. If it's not filling up, if stuff's not there, if there's nothing on the calendar, that's going to be a problem for me. Because again, if ain't no invoices going out, ain't no money coming in. Ooh. Okay. All right. So I need to make it. If ain't no invoices going out, ain't no money coming in. Yeah. That's a fact. But I mean, if it is a slow period, or if it's slow, then that means you need to be looking at what's going on that you need to be in. Thank you. Oh, I need to go here and network. Oh, this looks like something I need to be at. Let me see what the chamber is doing today. Are you a member of your local chamber? I am. Okay, join. How in the chamber? What they gonna do for me? And what you gonna do when you get in there? You do for them, man. Everybody looking for you to do. What you gonna get in there and see what's going on, boo? See, meet the people. There's business people in there. Who in there needs your service? Who in there needs your service? See? You don't know. You ain't there.
You know, so you gotta go see what networking thing. You're gonna be at the concert. You're gonna be at the no. I said, look, I tell somebody, look, I got chicken. I don't eat chicken no more, but look, I can do my own chicken wings. I'm coming here. I'm going to something. I want to know who there, who I need to go find. Oh, I need to know this person. Oh, where they you know what I mean? And I'm going in there to find out who I need to be meeting. How you doing? I'm Mcnair. How are you? I'm Dr. Kim. What's going? Oh yeah. Well, you know, and have your elevator pitch. Everybody talking about elevator pitch. Still have it. Have something that you can say that put a twist on it or whatever, you know, and things like that. And practice it. Get in your mirror and talk and practice, you know, what you're going to say and how you're going to say it. You don't think I still do that? Yes, I do. My mom said when I was a little girl, I used to be in the mirror and say, K-I-M, that spells Kim, K-I-M. She said I would be out in the mirror talking. I'm still doing that today. Good morning, Kim. I love you, girl. You are beautiful. And I'll be like, okay, Lord, help me put these lashes on, Lord. Now we got to put these lashes on. So help me get this right. Me and God, look, God, I got to at least put some, help me. I just want to be even, Lord. I ain't got to have all that. Just let me be even and get me out of here. And that's what we do. We get in there, we do it, we get it, and get gone. So again, even if you're looking at your calendar, there's some slow periods, think of some places and things that you can do to network to get in front and around the people that you need to do business with. Okay, you have to do that. So you got to be strategic. All right. It's like I said, building opportunities strategically for success. Yep. All right. So you get in that calendar and you build those opportunities strategically. All right, for your success, baby, and you will be a boss. That's for men and women. So that's what you want to do.
Let me tell you something.
He said, that's what you want to do, and then you start from there. Now you know if you're in a contract situation, if you're self-employed, and it takes a little negotiation, right? You got to submit the paperwork, you got to get it. So once you've done it enough, and you sat down and you did your discoveries, like when I go with my client, I'm listening to what they're saying. All right, this is what you want to do. Okay. I'm going to ask, what's your budget line? Do you have a budget? Do you know where you want to be? Because, see, I'm a service. Don't put me in there. You paying for a service. You paying me so you can just walk in here and have a good time. I'm going
exactly.
So don't count my money. Don't worry about that. I'm going to get it done. What is it that you need? Now, I have, in my particular situation, I have a vendor list. I have my preferred vendors.
Right.
AV, lights, flowers, what? So once you tell me what, I don't own a curtain, I don't own a daggone tablecloth. Now I used to. Now let me tell you, back when I started, I used to have to hang on. No, see, it's a business. Okay? So let me get with you. Let me see all what you want to do. And then I'm gonna get with my vendors and we're gonna get at the table and say, look, this how it's gotta be, this is what we're gonna do, how we're gonna get this done. But once you have relationships with people, then you tend to do certain things. You know, she really want this, she ain't got it. Can you just do it? You know what I mean? Just do it because the people in the room, you're gonna get some more business. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, Kim. So go on and throw that extra tree in there, throw that extra piece of X, Y, and Z in there. Because again, they're gonna be like, who put this together? Who did this? I put it together. You know what I'm saying? I'm logistics. I put it together. I get you from the parking lot to here. Everywhere I do an event, I want to know how you're gonna get there, what highway it's off, everything. I got to look at how you come in because I want you to come in and be wild, have an experience of a lifetime. So I got to roll it like you're going to roll it. And when it comes to who did this, okay, yes, Kim Mcnair. But who did it? Okay, yeah, you want the lighting? All right, let me get with so-and-so. And you know what I mean? And we work together. We work together. And they still do their thing, I do. But we work together in unison. If and we just getting our calendars. What you got? You got this, you got that. How can we make this work? So you have to strategic. So with me being you said a woman in leadership and a woman, I have to lay it out. I have to have that. And then I got to have me time. Yeah. You got to have time for Kim. I travel. I love it. I went to South Africa last year. I'm going to Dubai in a couple of months. Look, baby, I'm going to make sure I go on a vacation.
I know that.
Okay? Don't play with me. I'm going on vacation. And I said, Lord, I want to go across the big water. Okay, I don't want to go Bahamas no more, Lord.
Big water.
I did the Bahamas, Lord. I like Jamaica. But Lord, I want to go somewhere I ain't never been before.
There it is.
Give me an opportunity to go to South Africa, Johannesburg, to the motherland. I said, oh my God. Am I really going? Yes, you are. I'm like, oh Lord. I went to Cuba. I said, I got to go to Cuba, Lord. What's going on over there? So you have to make sure you make time for yourself, guys. Make time for yourself. Even if it's a staycation in his home, you know what? I'm just going to take the weekend. I'm going to go down to Savannah and just, you're in Orlando. Maybe I'm just going to go down to Miami, book me a 2 night, 3 days or whatever, and just be in the, just to get away and just kind of bring myself back together. We have to do that, guys. You have to take care. You hear all this stuff about self-care, mental health. It's been there. We know what we need to do. Yeah. We know what we need to do. But we allow everything that all this stuff going around us to take control. No, we got to take control of what's going on. Hold it. Wait a minute. I'm in control of this thing. We're going to do this right here. And when you block out your time on your calendar, that's your time. That's your time. And you got to, oh man, somebody want me to do something. Dang, it's during the time. Unfortunately, I'll be out of the country.
There it is.
You know, if you really want me, we can do it when I get back, or we can do it before I go. You tell me what you want, darling. How you want to do it, baby? But I'm gonna let you know we can do all of this. But this week right here, I'm not.
My week. It's not gonna happen.
All right, and so you and that's it. And then even throughout, throughout the week, I shut down 6 o'clock. I gotta shut down. I like my little TV shows. I got to shut it down. I got to. You know what I mean? I gotta get into me. I don't have no little people running around here.
See,
that's okay. I might want to go to the movies or go to something, but I'm just saying, if you got little people, you still need time for yourself. Put them jokers to bed. Ain't no 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock sitting up. No, heck no. Johnny, good night.
Exactly.
All right, take the TV out the room. Good night. You going to bed. You going in there. And don't let me open the door and you in there playing. Okay, I come from the old school, grow up. My kids are going, they'll tell you. My mom don't play.
Exactly.
Go ahead, get you some rest, because they need rest too. If we keep giving them devices and giving all the stuff to work, but just think about what it's doing. They need to be able to pull away too. So look, all right, it's time to go to bed. Give me your iPad. Give me whatever. Get that belt. You better get good night.
And then a belt. That's right.
And then you can have your personal time with you and your boo. Then you can just. Bang, what you want? What you want, boo? Let's put on a Netflix and we can chill. They upstairs, they sleep. You got your time, and you keep that pattern going, and they know what they need to do. But you letting them run around at 10, 11 o'clock on Saturday, good night. You may get one extra hour, but that's it.
That's about it. Let me tell you.
We got to get off. We put overtime.
I tend to overwork myself. So when you said what you just said, my wife be like, you have to take time for yourself.
You have to.
Get off your phone. Get off the internet. Stop answering these emails. Pull away. So, you know what? At the end of the day, you're 100% right, because when I do that, I actually feel refreshed.
Yeah. And is it anything on? You ain't missing nothing. If something's emergency come, you're going to get the emergency call. Right. But everything else is going, because you can go to that little timeline and scroll and be like, oh, I saw this yesterday. You didn't went the whole thing. So you got, and again, in the business that we are in, we need to know what's going on. We want to check the Instagram, our Facebook. We want to be on LinkedIn, because that's what we do. It's all good. I don't have anything against social media, because it's the way that's how we have to advertise. This is how it is. You just have to know how to work it, and don't let it work you, because some people sit there and they're gawking and they're scrolling and they're looking and they're just drooling or whatever. They're just so toned into what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
What about what you're doing? If you're looking at that to get a few ideas or to see what people are doing, so you know what you need to do because they ain't doing it, hey, you know what I mean? All right, they're doing that. Oh, I got this. They ain't doing that though. Let me go ahead and start doing this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then that's different. But if you just, you on there talking about, I'm gonna do just like she doing. Well, then what's different? I mean, or if you want to do something similar, put your twist on it. Switch it up some. Just know how you need to navigate in social media. That's all. Because I tell the girls, you're gonna be on I know you're gonna be on there. But just think about when you hit send, when you hit share, ain't no coming back. So people are paid in corporate America. There's a department, a part of HR. Their job is when they see somebody that they're interested in and they're going to give you that second interview, believe me, between that first and that second interview, somebody's job is to get on your social media.
Yep.
And tear it up and go from the beginning, and they will go all the way back to when you start. They're going to check every platform, look you up, do all that kind of stuff. Oh, you're going to switch it up and use a different name? Okay. They're going to do it. Okay,
Yeah.
they're checking their job. That's their job, is to do that, so that they make sure that they're vetting you. Some things slip through, some don't. But as Nana always said, what's done in the dark gonna come to the light. So it don't matter. So why give them that? Why give it to them?
Exactly. Wow. Well, let me tell you something. This has been one of the funniest and enlightening interviews I've had.
Okay.
I'm literally sitting up here learning a lot, and I'm sitting there. Wait a minute, she done took the damn interview into a learning session because I literally. No, it's a good thing. Trust me, it's a good thing. It's a great thing because I have people in here that's asking questions, and the conversation. You taught us so much in such a little bit of time. We've been here for an hour, but you done showed me a couple of things that you talked about that I need to instill in myself. So okay. I definitely appreciate you. There's nothing negative about. I love this interview.
Look, that's good. Well, look, I'm gonna encourage you. If I can encourage you to encourage yourself, and you can encourage someone else, then my child, I done did the doggone thing. So thank you for giving me this opportunity to share with you. Thank everybody that's on here for giving me the opportunity to just share, what I do and what I can, my life and everything around it. And always continue to perfect your craft. Although, sometimes we feel like, we really can't. You can do that. Perfect your craft in whatever area you can. If it means, taking a little online something here, a lot of people are shying away from full college because it's just so expensive. It's a debt trap. Debt trap. So get you some certifications. Get you some things. Those things will right up against a degree in a minute. They will not. I'm telling you, and experience, it knocks it all out. And you know what I mean? Having that experience. I thank God for the people that taught me how to do radio buys and taught me how to market and promote when I was doing that back in Orlando. They didn't have to show me that. There was two men. Walter Latham Walter Latham is out of North Carolina. He did Kings of Comedy, the Kings of Comedy tour and the Kings of Comedy show. He taught me. He said, "Look, I'm coming into Orlando, and I need somebody there to be my local, promoter, market this thing." Right. And he I'm dropping you the stuff. He taught me, and once we got it, and we had some sellout shows. Every time somebody was coming into the market, he said, "Call Kim. Call Kim." That man took my career to another level. And then when we got ready to do the movie, we were third box office week. We were number 3. That was significant. That was big. And
yes, it was.
Marvin Webster out of LA. I don't know. Gosh, I need to find it. Marvin's still alive. He used to do all the black plays that traveled, back in the day. Tyler Perry, he was a skinny, tall guy, but he used to do all the plays. And I met him through Walter, get in touch with her. He said, "Look, I got these plays coming to the Tupperware, and we're going to do X, Y, Z, and I need somebody." I was like, okay. He sent these 2 guys to come and work with me to show me the ropes and how I work the community to be able to do what we. And when we start selling out, and they start adding shows. It became a situation when Davey Fox was on his Coors Light tour. They said, "Oh, get in touch with Kim Mcnair. Call Kim Mcnair. She can," and that's how it all began. And we started working together from the radio station to the venues. We all collaborated and worked together because it benefited all of us. It benefited each one. Nobody was losing anything. You already got the radio. You got a budget for the radio buy. So how hard are you to say, "Oh, you want to maybe call some?" It was enough money to go around.
Right.
And it was just a great opportunity and a great thing for me to learn that from they did not have to teach me nothing. Nobody tried to sleep with me. Nobody was trying none of that. And I'm gonna tell you, ladies, it was none of that. Okay. Wow. Because again, it's how you carry and present yourself. I've been going in being around them and trying to be like, "Hey, okay, I want to learn how to do this. I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn how to do this thing." I was honed in. It wasn't about we got to be. I want to learn the business. They saw the hunger in me, and people can see you. Okay, especially those certain people, because they're around all these different kind of folks and trying to get up in there and try to be a friend and old girl. They can see it.
Yes.
All right.
So when they see that you got some morals, that you got respect for yourself, they ain't gonna mess with you. You ain't what they want. I just told you I work with NBA players. They ain't gonna mess with you. I work with Shaquille O'Neal still today. His family. I still work with the O'Neal family. I still do their events right now today, baby. It's about, they see that business. They see you're the type of person you are, but those that in there trying to rub up and no, you ain't getting nowhere. They ain't gonna trust you with 5 cents.
5 cents, exactly.
Right?
And that's
that nickel gone. You think you a dime, baby? You that nickel gone.
See, let me tell you. So I want to ask you.
I'm sorry.
I'm ask you a question. So,
and we're gonna get off.
I've never been to Atlanta before, right?
You haven't? Oh wow. Really?
I've never been to Atlanta. And let's say me and you, I say, listen, I'm coming to Atlanta. I need to know everything. I need where the good food is at. I need the good nightlife, whatever it is.
I don't club no more. So you're gonna be on that one. I can find out, but I don't no clubbing.
So what some of the nice? What is the best places to eat in Atlanta?
I like Two Urban Licks is a favorite of mine. I like that. Yeah, Two Urban Licks is one. Where else do I like? There's a chick out of Orlando that has 3 places here. Her name is Gaucher. She used to be a hairstylist in Orlando. She moved here prior to me coming, and she's got the Gaucher Bistro Cafe, and they're really hot. She's got a couple of places. Yeah, she has a couple of places here. He asked me the places. Lord, stuff don't come to your mind when you need it.
What about?
A lot of times, I just go on and look at stuff and just kind of go.
What about a good hotel?
A good hotel. Well, I mean, it's the price point. You got your Westons, you got your, your Hyatts and the, your high end. But there's some nice. There's a brand new Embassy Suites that just opened up near the airport, which just puts you right not far from everything, which is cool. Really? And it's a new one. You know what I mean? So depends on kind of the level where you want to stay and where you want to be. There's a Ritz-Carlton here. You got the St. Regis. St. Regis might cost $1,000 a night, but they're here. But you get you something that's reasonable to go and enjoy, and then you got to map out what you want to do. Like I said, I don't club. I'm not a clubby, but there are some nice lounge places you can go and maybe have live music. The City Winery is here. I don't know if Orlando has one. The City Winery is great. They have a lot of artists that come through there. Pont City Market, they got a beautiful rooftop restaurant that's really nice. And it's a rooftop, and on the other side of it is an amusement park area. It's really cute. You got to go and see it. What? It's beautiful.
Oh wow!
You have to take the elevator up. Yeah, it's really cute.
I'm gonna have to hit you up because I think I'm supposed to be coming up in October or something like that. So I'm gonna definitely hit you up and so you can remind me those spots because I want to see that rooftop with that. I'm sorry, I would love to see that. That sounds
it's really nice.
Wow!
You just have to do a reservation. Do a reservation.
Yeah, of course. So let me ask you this question. After it's all said and done, because you're still doing your thing. Mm-hmm. But after it's all said and done, what you want your legacy to be like? What would you want your legacy to be?
I want to be able to. I want my legacy to say, she did it. She did it well. She did it with class and excellence. On a level. Mm-hmm. I want my grandkids to be able to. If they want to pick up the mantle and start, I'm sorry, I got my allergies starting to act up. It's a nasal drip. Yeah, but if they, if my granddaughter wants to pick up and say, you know what, I want to do what Nana did. I want to leave a blueprint if they want to go that way. But if nothing else, they're going to say, Kim Mcnair made sure she had a platform for women in business. She made sure that she found an open door. Left a door open for them to come through. Because again, you have people sitting in these spaces and these places. What are you doing right now preparing for this other person to come and take that seat? Are you leaving the blueprint? Are you even trying to make, pulling that together for them? A lot of people I'm just doing what I'm doing, doing my thing.
and then they go on. Come on now, somebody's got to get. Don't be like that. I had a mayor here, a friend. You know, the mayor that she took his place. He didn't even try. He wouldn't even meet with her prior to none of that stuff because he was so angry. He couldn't believe he lost.
Wow.
And to a woman, and she was a black woman. And he was not a black man, and it was horrible. You know, I mean, but get in there and knock the socks. Get in there and do what you need to do for all people, but definitely represent us. Okay, don't go in there and be a.
You heard, and that's a fact.
Well, this was great, Derrick. I think my son is back with my food.
There it is. Listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody for showing up tonight. But
Thank
I really appreciate all the gems that you dropped tonight. Wow, you got me thinking. Yeah, you got me thinking. Y'all definitely need to go follow her. Go to her website. The summit is on.
It's on a Thursday. It's always the third Thursday in September. So I do it on a weekday because if you're going to invest in yourself, you're going to take a vacation day. You're going to take a day off. You're going to do something. But
yeah, so
it is the third Thursday in September 21st at the Porch Experience Center. It is our 10th annual. I am actually going to. I had a couple of people say, Kim, that I want to come down. So I'm going to go and look into some hotel rates for them that are coming. And we just, we're going to do what it do. And I appreciate them wanting to come and celebrate this time with me as well.
That's right. You're a phenomenal woman. And
right. Oh, I got an award to say I'm a phenomenal woman. Oh my goodness.
Phenomenal.
Well, I thank you. It's all him, none of me. God orchestrated the whole thing. It ain't got nothing to do with me. He got it.
He's steering the wheel. Trust me. I can see it.
Absolutely. And when you know that and trust and believe that, then you're good to go.
Exactly. And thank you. Like I said, thanks to your team. Leslie, she hit us up and I wanted it because as soon as I saw what you was doing, I said, yeah, we're going to do this like right now. I got the email. If I'm not mistaken, I got the email Wednesday and I told her I could hit you on Friday. So it usually don't happen that fast, but I wanted to have you here because I want to take this video and we take parts of it, the learning parts that you was talking about. We're gonna plaster it on all our social media pages. Oh,
wonderful. Well, I pray to help somebody. Yeah.
It's actually we live right now on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook right now. So so we definitely the LinkedIn. We just got to connect it because this interview needs to hear what you said on what you said about your business because LinkedIn is a definite connection to a lot of business people.
Most definitely.
So I wanted to put it on LinkedIn because again, people that's gonna look at this later on will be like, okay, wait a minute. They had her because I wanted to create content for everyone. This is a radio station / we do actors, we do music artists, we do entrepreneurs like yourself. And I just want to keep the content going as far as in making it positive. And it's important. So if you have any events or anything you want tagged to 2111 Radio, we will put it in all our stories.
Okay.
That's open for whenever you want to do something, just tag us. I got you.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It was a pleasure speaking with you and your audience. And we'll meet again.
Yes. I'm gonna definitely have you come back. Hopefully, I might have to come to Atlanta and meet you at one of your events because.
All right, you just missed the rooftop event, so come on the next time.
You made that sound too damn interesting. I'm gonna have to save my chips. And
get
the coins together because I think that's something I think I would like to be at.
All right,
but you have a beautiful night, everybody. Thank you again for showing up. We got tomorrow night. We actually have Trey Chaney coming in. The actor from The Wire. You remember that show, The Wire? Yeah, Trey Chaney, he's being here tomorrow night, 8 o'clock.
All right.
Yeah, so, but again, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
People still making comments. Aquarius Water's been here all night. She said she appreciated the interview. She said, you definitely need to come back.
All right, Aquarius. Okay. Thank you.
Everybody else, y'all have a good night. And Kim, I will be definitely being in touch with you. And again, everybody, y'all have a good night.
Thank you.
All right now. Peace. Out of here. So let me get this going real quick.
Don't you think your pet deserves a special treat without all those ingredients you can't pronounce? Your pet deserves the best source of ingredients. I agree. That's why Hound House Treats is established to give your pet the best all-natural handcrafted treats packed with flavor. Try our chicken, turkey, and our pink